watching a couple of videos on YouTube and TikTok or whatever, and the Asians have the audacity to say they gonna boycott our businesses. Y'all ain't never come to our businesses. Y'all don't eat the food we eat. Y'all don't go nowhere and deal with us. We come and spend money with you. So y'all can kill that coming on social media, ranting, saying something stupid just to get likes and follows or whatever. That's just like the Mexicans, the Latinos, the Cubans. We go to y'all restaurants. Y'all don't never come and show us favor. You got a few people might come every now and then, but I've been in so many. Where I'm from, I go to so many different soul food restaurants. I don't never see them in there, never, unless I miss them. You know. Then again, I take that back because I did see that's when the Department of Labor was near this soul food restaurant, and they had mixed cultures working in there. I did see them go in there and get some soul food, but like I said, it's very few. You don't never. I can count on my hand how many times I probably done seen them in a soul food restaurant, and that ain't many. That ain't many times. So stop coming on social media and trying to play like you're so much the victim or whatever and talking about you gonna boycott against us. No, we the ones spend money with you guys. That's why I stopped going in there. I used to go in there and get my black soap, my Ambi soap from there. And I was like, when I start realizing how sneaky they are, I'm like, man, this stuff is not made with the stuff it's supposed to be made with. Versus I go to the African store or whatever, and it's the genuine black soap and all that. And I stopped going there. That's just like the buffets. I've been stopped eating Chinese buffet. I stopped like 6 or 7 years ago, but then a year ago, my son and his grandmother and all of them was in there and they was in it at the buffet, the Chinese buffet, and they wanted me to meet them there. And I met them there, and then of course, they don't want you to come in there and sit down because they always think you're stealing. They think you want their nasty behind food. So I went ahead and paid and got in there. And the only thing I got was number of vegetables. Because I love broccoli, so I got the broccoli or whatever, and I got some rice, I got some broccoli, and then I had realized I was like, wait a minute, they make the plastic rice too. I said, man. So I sat there, ate a little bit of that, and I just sat there, and we was just sitting in there talking. Everybody was going to get left, going to get seconds and thirds. I ain't get them. I ain't get them. I just wanted the vegetables, and I just wanted to meet my son and his family and all of them in there. So that's the only reason I went in there. But before that, I had stopped eating Chinese buffet. It was like 6 years. And I stopped going to the last time I went to the Asia store, I was in New Orleans when I went to the beauty supply store. That was in New Orleans, and that was a year ago. You know what I'm saying? I done got where now I done fell back from going to these restaurants that you don't like me. I'm not spending my money with you. I used to go to the Mexican restaurant. Cause me and my wife were together, whatever. We went. It was a Mexican restaurant we used to go to on Old National, and we used to go there every Thursday and Friday night. We might, if we don't go Thursday, we might go on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of make them out of like little clubs now in Atlanta. All the Mexican restaurants, they pretty much from Thursday to Sunday, it's like a club. They got DJs and everything in there. So it was a cool vibe, you know what I'm saying? But when I start doing a lot of traveling, I don't go to I stopped going. And I haven't been to now last time I've been to Mexican restaurant, I came out to Georgia and I went and got some Mexican food. But the only reason I went there is because I went and met somebody there because they liked the little club little thing that was on a Thursday. I went in there, man, we didn't leave that joint till probably 1 o'clock in the morning. And they still was kind of going, you know what I'm saying? Because they had a DJ, like I said, they start from Thursday to Sunday. It's a live DJ in there on the weekends. And that was the last time I went because, for one, my main thing is if we're spending money with you and you're in our neighborhoods, why you don't hire no blacks? Just tell me that. They don't hire no blacks. Now, don't get me wrong, they don't hire no whites either now. Now, I can verify that. I've never seen a white person working in one no more than when I went to another state. When I went to another state, I did see a white person working in a beauty supply store, but they're in there too though. They're watching their money. They're like they're kind of like the Indians when it comes to Dairy Queen. They're they might work in the mornings, their whole family or whatever, their relatives, whatever. They work in the mornings, but at nighttime, they make sure they have somebody black in charge to run the shift at night, and they got a camera, and they're sitting at home watching you on their laptop. Yes, they're watching you on their laptop. That's why I stopped dealing with them. I stopped spending money with them. I've been stopped even before they boycott at Target. I've been stopped going to Target. And very rarely do I go in Walmart. I don't even go to Walmart no more like I used to. You know what I'm saying? Because when the new administration came in with their racist bull crap about DEI, and all the DEI always been for the white man and the white woman, then when black people start getting DEI, all of a sudden it became a problem. We're not supposed to be in them jobs. We're not supposed to be in that type of field. That's supposed to be for their people only or whatever, you know. And the whole administration is straight DEI. They don't know nothing about what they're doing. They just going, learning as they go. They don't know nothing. Nothing. But then they got a problem with DEI when they was letting the black women and black men in the workforce. You know what I'm saying? Hell, if that's the case, the other cultures besides whites and blacks are DEI too, because it's a lot. Like not picking on nobody, but it's a lot of different culture people. I'm not just gonna target one people, but I'm just gonna say it's a lot of immigrants that is getting DEI hired. But it's a problem when black people get DEI hired. Yep, it's a problem because they're letting you know they don't like us. They never liked us because we are the chosen people. God put us here for a reason. That's why we were the first ones here. You know what I'm saying? And they hate that. They hate us, and other countries hate us, and they try to hide. Why you think they stopped Black History books and all that there and everything? Because they've been trying to hide our existence for years. The first Indians that was here were Black Indians. They erased them and mixed the bloodline and brought the white Indians, and the white Indians came aboard, and they were like, oh, they the first ones here. No, it wasn't true. That wasn't true. You can go back and go back to biblical time, read the Bible. You're going to see all this stuff in there. If you read, you're going to pay attention. You're going to notice stuff. You're going to see stuff. You're going to be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? We existed. We existed before anybody, and they hate that. They hate that. You know what I'm saying? They hate it. They hate it. So when they come over here, they already got hate in their heart in their country, and they feel they can do the same thing. But you know what? We finna start picking up arms and fighting back, because there's no way you're not gonna be running us down on the street and shooting us and killing us, and then you get off. No, it's not gonna work like that. It's not gonna. We're finna. Y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no psychic, whatever, but it's coming. It's coming. They already starting anyway, but black people is finna start doing their thing now. They finna start letting you guys know it's over with. Y'all, it stops now. Today it stops now. So we're focusing on taking money from you guys out of your pocket. We ain't gotta steal. We just ain't gotta they're gonna come in your establishments no more. Of course, some black people gonna do it because they hard headed, they ignorant. They don't have a brain cell in their brain. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go and support somebody that don't like them because they don't have a brain. That's what it is. You know, that's just like I was looking at a video, and this is how they brainwash everybody. They brainwash everybody. They brainwash all the immigrants, and then they even brainwash so many of the black people. So many black people are still brainwashed right now. I was looking at a video, and it was showing that you always have a black person going to come on TV and side with everybody when it comes to the Carmelo Anthony case. Oh, you got black people coming on there, but when when the role is reversed, when somebody kill an unarmed black person, You don't never see them people coming on live or nothing. They don't say nothing. See, they because they taught to hate. But you know what? If you don't get out and vote and this new administration take control, all you doggone people that think you're safe living in them all white neighborhoods, they gonna run y'all ass out. Just listen what I'm saying. I'm repeating it. They gonna run y'all high class butt out of there because they don't want you there anyway. Just because you kissing ass and everything, they don't care nothing about that. Let this administration get their way and they keep redistricting and redrawing the maps, and then you don't get out and vote or whatever, they gonna run you out of them neighborhoods. You hear me? I'm telling y'all, I'm warning y'all right now. Trust me. They gonna run you out of them neighborhoods because they don't want you there, and then they don't definitely don't like to see you with a mixed relationship. No way. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm telling you. Yo, y'all better be careful. Y'all better pay attention. But back to the topic, what I was saying, I don't spend no money with nobody that don't like me. My name, my half my clothes, I done start switching up trying to get to the black name brand clothes. We need to shop black. They got an app. They got an app that tell you where black owned businesses at. But the guy was on TV with Lisa Leslie and he was joking and you couldn't hardly hear what he was saying. Dude, why don't you tell us the name of the app? It's called Common Sense. If you're trying to help somebody promote something, get it out there and let us know the name of the app so that we can shop black owned. Because that's what I do. I try to do everything black owned. I try to shop black owned. Yeah, we still have to go in the store and deal, get this and that, especially with groceries or whatever. Because if it ain't no black owned grocery store around here, we got to go to but yeah, man, y'all better continue your boycotting. Don't let up because they do not come to our restaurant talking about they gonna boycott black owned businesses. They don't even come to our businesses. The hell they talking about? They just want to be tit for tat. And man, I'm not spending no money with no Asians no more. I ain't going to the Mexican restaurant no more. I can make my own tacos. I can make my own everything. Anything that they can cook, we can cook it and we can cook it better. Trust me. We are known for cooking. We've been cooking all our life. Our ancestors used to have to cook for the man and all them. So we've been cooking all our life. It's easy for us to catch recipes. We can read. So we can read a recipe. Or we just use our best judgment, like, okay, I know this take this amount of time in the oven to bake. Boom, boom, bam. I know this take this amount of time to cook on the stove. Boom, boom, bam. Come on, man. It's not hard. It's not hard to make tacos. Okay? It's not hard to make tacos. It's not hard to make Chinese food. It's not hard. It's not hard to make Jamaican food. It's not hard. It's not hard to make African food. It's not hard. It's not hard to make Chinese food. It is not hard. So don't come telling us, talking about, oh, when y'all don't want to come to our restaurants, yeah, well, I used to, but some people still go. I don't care nothing about, man, before I go to a Chinese buffet, guess where I go at? Golden Corrals. I just went there last weekend. I will go to Golden Corrals every weekend if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't owned by them, the ones that don't like me. Well, the ones that don't like me, they probably own it. I understand that. But they ain't out blatantly looking at you when you come in there, scoping you out. And they're not selling you no garbage or no rats or cats or whatever, you know? Hello, what's happening? Yeah, so I just want to come on here and speak my truth because I'm looking at a video and the Asians talking about they're gonna stop supporting black owned businesses. Y'all don't never support our businesses. So stop saying stupid stuff like that. Stop saying stupid stuff like that. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. It was I'm looking at the TV the other day and it was uh the Dreams. The Atlanta Dreams were playing, so they would name it like their favorite players. So everybody, of course, they were like, yeah, they like Alisa Gray, um, and Angel Reese, and who else did they say? They said somebody else. Dang, what's her name? Mm. But anyway, and then then I see these two immigrants come on now. They were black immigrants. I ain't gonna say what country they're from. And the one woman was like, "Yeah, I come here because I love the game." She said, especially Angel Reese done came on team. The other girl said, oh yeah, we come to watch Angel Reese. I love the Atlanta Dreams anyway. You know what I'm saying?" She said, "But my favorite player is um Caitlin Clark. She changed the WNBA." And I looked at her, I said, that's how people sell out. They say stupid stuff like that they repeat some crazy person done said. That girl ain't changed no WNBA. Aja Wilson is the top player. She's the face of the WNBA. I'm tired of people. This girl ain't won Caitlin Clark ain't won no championship in college. She ain't won no championship in the WNBA. And they're trying to cheat to get her the ring first. You know what I'm saying? The refs make all the bad calls. Let me tell you what I want people to do homework. I want you to sit and pay attention. Cause I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I just started watching the Fever because of Raven Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Raven Johnson, because I follow all the players from North Carolina. I used to like Aaliyah Boston. I don't already told people this story one time, but she's with Candace and they be hating on Angel Reese. And she's a part of the problem. So I don't deal with people like that. Yeah, she got a good game or whatever, but that's where Atlanta messed up at. They supposed to feed that ball to Angel Reese in that hole so she can get Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble. Because it ain't hard to get her in foul trouble. And that's where they messed up at. And I hope when we play them again that they will feed that ball to Angel Reese. Feed it to her on the inside. Feed it to her. And Aaliyah Boston gonna get in foul trouble. Trust me. Trust me. But I noticed about the refs, the league is paying these refs to not make calls for Angel Reese when she under that goal. That girl get bumped upside the head, the arm, the shoulder, the back, but you can just blow at Caitlin Clark, and they're gonna blow that whistle whether you foul her or not. They blow because they're trying to make her the face of the WNBA. I want y'all to pay attention to that. They're trying to make her the face of the WNBA now. So they done it last year. The refs was cheating. The last 2 years, they was cheating. They were making bad calls, and they doing it now. Now they kind of leaning back, and if you pay attention when they step back, Caitlin Clark be getting in foul trouble now because they making the right calls now because she love to push you off with that elbow. She'll push you off. You know what I'm saying? That's her main thing. And then a lot of times they be doing the moving screen and they will be moving and the refs will not even call it. That's how she makes so many 3-pointers. That's how she now don't get me wrong, she can shoot the 3-pointer, but I'm not a fan of her like that. But I pay attention to the moving screen and they gets away with that moving screen every time. Sometimes they might call it every now and then, but sometimes they won't call it because they want her to shoot that three. They want her to make that three so she can look like she the face of the WNBA. She's not the face of the WNBA. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Until she win this more championships than Aja Wilson, she is not the face of the WNBA. She's better than Candace Parker. That's who she's better than because that's who be kissing booty all the time. That's why she likes to call the Indiana Fever games because she's a butt kisser. She wants to just call that one team game. You know what I'm saying? Because she's so in love with that color, that girl right there. And she's a MAGA. Caitlin Clark she's a dedicated MAGA fan. Pay attention to her photos and stuff and people she deal with. Pay attention now. Pay attention. And and Kelsey is she's the best she's the best player on that team. Before Caitlin even came aboard, she was running that team. And then she kind of sat back a little bit. Then she was like, man, forget this here. They won the cup. When they won the cup, guess who was who won the cup trophy? Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? And in the finals, before they got knocked out, she wasn't playing. She put that team on her back, Kelsey did, and they don't want to give her no props. They want to try to keep giving it to the white girl. They want the face of the WNBA to be a white girl, and it's not happening. She ain't won not one championship, not one. She ain't come close to winning no championship. Only time she came close was in college, and both the teams spanked her butt. LSU and South Carolina. Black teams. Yep, she's not the face of the WNBA, so y'all can kill me with that. You know what I'm saying? But for me to hear a a immigrant say that, that lets you know they're not thinking, they don't have a brain, they're followers. They're followers. You probably ask her, what's the highest point she scored in college? They probably couldn't even tell you. But they're gonna say she the face of the WNBA though. They'll say that quick now. But they can't tell you nothing about her stats. I can tell you her stats. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I watched them in college. I always watch women's basketball, and I was like, oh, this girl pretty good. But then what turned me against her when she done the hand gesture against what was it? I think it was Louisville. Yeah, it was Louisville, I think. But it was okay for her to do it. But then when Angel Reese done it and went just a little overboard, then you have a bunch of gay men. You know, that's what they are. They gay because they hating on a woman. You got a bunch of gay men on here. You got a bunch of racist men on here. And you got a bunch of racist white women on here. And you got a bunch of racist immigrants on here. And they just want to hate on Angel Reese, hate on Angel Reese, hate on Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? Then but that's how it goes, you know what I'm saying? Until more black people start standing up for Caitlin Clark and calling these people out and calling them everything but the child of God, that'll shut them up a little bit. They'll calm down then. You know what I'm saying? She's breaking records and they don't like that. Just like the girl with Chicago. Dang, what's her name? I can't remember her name. I really don't know her like that, so that's why I don't remember her name. She's irrelevant to me. She gonna get on the press conference and said, getting rebounds is easy. Angel Reese beat her with the rebounds and everything. She didn't even get over 10 rebounds, this girl. But she gonna talk about getting rebounds is easy. I can't think of her name, really don't care to know her name. You know what I'm saying? She can't even get a rebound like she thinks she can. And she tall. She's the same height as Angel Reese. But trying to throw shots at Angel on the slide. Trying to throw shots. And Angel got her double double. Where's your double double at? She didn't even get a double double. But yeah, you guys, we don't care about you not supporting black owned businesses, you Asians. We don't care. You immigrants, we don't care because y'all don't do it anyway. Y'all do not do it anyway. Like I said, it might be a few I haven't seen. Now, I did see them in Atlanta at the Soul Food Restaurant because they worked at the Department of Labor. So it was next door. So they, every now and then, they'll go over there. I get that. I get that. But you don't never, whenever I go to, because Atlanta got a bunch of soul food restaurants. And when I go in there, I do not see, I very rarely do I see an Asian in there or a Latino in there or any immigrants unless they live on that part of town and they're going there to get something specific that they like. That's it. That's it. But they're not going there getting no full course meal. You understand what I'm saying? So you can miss us with that boycotting us. We boycotting you guys because that's where we spend the money at. So dang right we're gonna boycott y'all. And I hope we keep it up too, because I know I'm gonna keep it up. I don't go there anyway no more. I stopped. Shoot, last time, like I said, was the Asian beauty supply store was in New Orleans, and that was a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Don't when I come in the store, you ain't gotta look at me. You don't have to be following me. You got your hair locked up. Your hair, your most expensive hair got a lock on it. I'm not coming in there getting no hair. If I coming in there, I was going there to get the coconut butter or either the black soap or the ambi soap. But when I start reading the ingredients and then I was like watching the news and they putting all kind of chemicals in there that's cancerous for us, I stopped. I stopped because they don't use it, but they make sure they know black people going to use it. But what I do, I just go into an African store, a Jamaican store. They got what I need, and it's the original. I don't have to shop with them. You know what I'm saying? I can shop with the Jamaican Africans, even though some of them are buttholes too now. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather go in there because they're not standing there watching me while I'm going in there shopping. They're letting me be comfortable and shop. That's why I don't go nowhere where you're gonna watch me for no reason. Period, point blank. So yeah, you guys keep the boycott going. Keep the boycott going. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to them on no video talking about they gonna boycott black owned businesses. They don't deal. They don't even come to our businesses. So we don't even have to worry about that. Forget them. Forget them. Okay. Forget them. Boycott. Keep boycotting. Keep boycotting. Keep boycotting. Like, share, subscribe, and follow and save. Who is this? This is. Wait a minute. I can't even see the picture. I don't know who that is. All right, you guys. Peace out.